Welcome to Theme Park Fantasy. Tonight we are at Disney Springs for their fresh new opening.
Thank goodness.
So here we are. We have been through the checkpoint. They did temperature check. They checked your head. Very easy, plenty of spaced out. Everybody's very polite, very nice. Everything is very calm, which is a good feeling. And then you're set free to walk wherever you want to in Disney Springs, which is really nice after being cooped up for so long.
Yeah, we walked down the main street. We actually started out at the BoatHouse, which we'll show you in another video. But into this one, we walk down the street. You see shops like the Co-op and D-Trend. They're not open yet. I think they're supposed to open on the 27th. You go down into the marketplace. A lot of those aren't open. But down there, they also do have another checkpoint to get in. So basically 2 entrances to get in. One is at the Orange Garage, which is the only garage open at this time. And then down the other end, where the Void is and where they usually do the Christmas tree trail.
It was a beautiful night that we happened to get out
Absolutely
on.
gorgeous.
It was absolutely beautiful. Beautiful sunset you'll see in the videos.
This was the first night of opening too, so we weren't quite sure about the crowds.
And everybody was really, really good and respectful. Majority, I'd say 90% of the people were compliant and they were wearing the masks, which I think is a great thing, showing that they want to come out, they want to see things and see people again, but we all just have to be a little more courteous.
Yeah, face it, life is different now. So,
yeah.
And it's going to stay this way for quite a while. But, we did manage to walk pretty much all of Disney Springs. We did it at dusk on purpose so that you folks might get a different type of view. I know a lot of the other bloggers out there are doing daytime, walks through, checking crowds. As far as we saw, the crowds were, actually pretty minimal. It wasn't as busy as we thought it was going to be.
But it was nice because the majority of places were surprised that we're open. So there was things you could go and do, and they do have your spots where you need to stand and you follow the lines for in and out. But it was really, really relaxed, which made us feel very, very comfortable because we weren't sure how strict and ruled it was going to be, and it really wasn't bad at all. It was just asking to comply, wear your mask, and wash your hands quite a bit, which we do anyway. So it was common sense mostly.
Yeah, and pretty much what you saw was most of a lot of the third-party restaurants and shops were open.
Yes.
Like you saw, Basin was open earlier on the video. There were a number of different shops up and down the streets that were open.
They had a couple of different carts open, which was nice too.
A couple carts were open. Then there was some, like the shaving store that was not. Obviously, that's kind of a touchy issue at this point. But, Giardella was open.
Yes.
A lot of these places are open. Some are closing earlier. On the way in, as you noticed, Yasaki was open when we went in, along with Haagen-Dazs. The physical closing, I think, is 10 o'clock. We left before then, and they were both closed when we left. So some of these locations, I think, are closing a little earlier, probably taking into account the need for additional cleaning, would be my guess.
We do recommend. We had reservations to get into the BoatHouse.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
We were there early enough, and that wasn't an issue. But when we left, it was probably closer to 8:30, and there was a line out the door. And there, they only have limited seating, so we're giving you guys a heads up. Even for outside, they were full. So if you're looking to eat when it gets dusk out and you want to have that great water view, we do recommend that you do put in a reservation in any place, because as it got later, there were obviously more people, so that way you're more guaranteed a seat.
Yeah, and obviously as far as the restaurant goes, the outside seating, is a little more flexible than inside, where they can only do 25%.
Yeah.
So they're really trying to push. Like STK Steak only had outside seating that night.
We chose to see outside because we love being on the water, but there was plenty of seating inside. Obviously, only a couple of tables at the bar area were being used. The bar was not being used, but they had plenty, of seating people inside in the coolness on the hot day.
They were spreading them out.
They were doing a really good job. But as we learn more and more about more of the things opening, I know that next week we have reservations to eat at Wine Bar George,
Wine Bar George,
which we have not been able to go to yet, and we are very much looking forward to. So we'll definitely keep you updated on that one when we do our video on that.
We're certainly looking forward to the Edison. I know at this point, I don't even believe they have a date for that yet. I know that Pizza Ponte is supposed to open on the 27th. Marie and Enzo's and the Edison both don't have dates. Obviously, they're all owned by the same company. They're all owned by Patina Group. So no real date for them. But good news to see that Pizza Ponte is coming back. Gives you another choice. I know Deluxe Burger's coming back, I think, next week too.
Yeah, our chicken guy was open. The big thing he's working on right now is getting more seating.
Yeah, which they had pretty much finished before all the closures, but they hadn't opened it yet.
They're working on seating there. I have not eaten there. Our son has. He absolutely loves it. He raves about it, so he's looking forward to going back there also. We do know that Wolfgang Puck has opened. He was open that night. He's on our list to go to with a new restaurant. And Hollywood was open. Yeah, Planet Hollywood, that was open. It had limited seating because it's inside. So that's the kind of thing, find out with the restaurant if they do have outside seating, or just inside, definitely make a reservation so you can get in there and not waiting for an hour or so.
Yeah, I know. We booked our reservations with the BoatHouse direct
with the restaurant
because the
itself.
Disney app wasn't up at that time, so we actually booked direct. That must be, that might be something you want to consider. Most of these reservations in Disney do take reservations. It does make their life more simple, especially today where it's a lot more complicated. But as you can see, judging by the crowds that were walking by us as we're strolling around here, it really wasn't a lot. It was a nice, relaxing evening. I mean, it was nice to be here because we went the day they closed, and then we came back the day they opened.
It was a nice opening. The balloon was not riding yet, but they were getting the balloon ready to start setting it to go up. So we're not sure. We haven't heard yet, but that'll be coming open soon.
Yeah, and then everyone down here, of course, has probably heard that the Starbucks on this end is going down for renovation, which, that's hard for us. It's where we go, but
that was closed. But the other one, the Quick Stop one up by
Ghirardelli.
The World of Disney, that store, that one is open. So we hope that they do the one down here that they're remodeling. They do it quickly because we do like to do some of our work from here. Yeah. So
it's hard because down that end to West End, you really. Cirque du Soleil, they had just come out with a new show that was supposed to open in either April or May. Obviously, those dates are gone by the wayside, so, no one's talking about when that's coming back. Obviously, all those performers were let go when this pandemic started, so we're kind of waiting to see what happens and how soon that all gets rolling back.
When we hear, we will definitely let you guys know about it.
But obviously AMC, the movie theater, was closed. They hadn't even changed any of their pictures from when they closed.
Yeah, that's still on a standstill. Once we know when that opens, we will definitely let you guys know.
Coca-Cola store was still closed. Haven't heard anything on them yet.
Nothing on them yet. But as we learn and go more and more, we'll give you more and more videos and let you know how things progress as life begins again.
Yeah. So for Theme Park Fantasy,
thank you very much for watching, and we're looking forward to bringing you more videos to making your theme park fantasies come true.
We'll talk to you soon.